think it's interesting, this thing I have with myself. I know what I want to do. I envision it all the time, but I can't commit because of this issue I have with self-confidence. For a long time now, I feel like I mastered that, but I think it's not the self-confidence I'm thinking of, you know? I still have this hatred for myself, how I present myself, how I am presented to the world. And I didn't realize that until recently. My partner was actually the one that pointed it out to me. I guess it's so deep within myself, I just can't pull it out. But then I got to thinking more about things. I'm making chicken nuggets. It feels like it makes sense. Strangely enough, it feels like it makes sense because I always find myself cringing at videos of me, cringing at footage of myself, never pictures, because pictures are like, you know, little freeze frames of something going on within a day. They're not your mannerisms, you know, they're not how you speak, they're not the way you move your eyes and your face and your facial expressions and your bodily functions and bodily movements, your natural way of speaking and being. Like, I don't think I realize how I present myself to the world. I never think about it. And so when I do see it, it like weirds me out and I don't like it, you know? I think that's the main issue. Veggie nuggets. Like, obviously, I can't just fix it. I can't just change how I feel about the way I present myself and like my issues with that because I don't really think about it. It's something that I know I'll never be able to experience what other people see in me, what other people perceive as me. And I think that can make me uncomfortable. I think I make myself uncomfortable. And I don't know how that sounds. I don't really know. It's still something I'm figuring out. That's the main reason I haven't been able to do this. That's the reason I haven't been able to film myself and make videos and do the things that I want to do, that I've always wanted to do, because I've always had this problem with myself. I've always had this issue of watching myself back on video because it's too real. It like makes the reality of existing too real for me. If that's really existential, it's because I am. I am existential at my core. It's something to work with, not work on, because I feel like working on yourself can be like a task, like a chore, but working with yourself is just something you have to do, you know? I mean, it's something you have to accept. I can appreciate, you know, things that are easy for me, like framing shots and like filming locations and setting up things like that. Those things are so easy for me and like so quick, like I just think about them. But then when I step in front of the camera, it's like I lose the ability to be a human. It's like I don't know how to do it. I feel so awkward, and even when it's just me by myself. I wish I was a cat. I wish life was as easy for me as it was for a cat. I'm very reflective recently, and I think that's why I'm like actually filming this, is because I feel like a while ago I said I was at a turning point in my life. I love how it's just my head in the shot. I'm like finally at this point where I'm just accepting that I am who I am. I'm just trying to take that existential perspective out of it, just completely separate myself from that as much as I can, you know, as hard as it is, that like cringe response I have towards myself. You know, I had to work with myself on that one because it's so deeply ingrained in me, like it's so automatic. It is so passive, it is so compulsive to think those things about myself, to feel that like cringiness every time I do anything. Like anytime I want to sing, I have that reaction. Anytime I create art, I have that reaction. You know, I can accept who I am. I can accept who I am and what I look like, but I can't get past that barrier of not being able to accept what I make. I think that's the point I'm trying to get at. I can't stand the things I create because I created them. I don't know what kind of realization that is for me, but it is one that I just made, so here we go. So here's to me just putting it out there, I guess. I'm just gonna do it. I mean, what else is stopping me besides myself? Like, even if the stuff I make is bad, if I have fun and it's not hurting anyone, I should just let myself do it. Like, if it's such a huge passion of mine, if it's something that I've always wanted to do, if it's something that has been a part of me for as long as it physically was able to, it's hard to even confess these things because I'm doing it. I say confess like it's a secret because to me, like, I want to keep it a secret from other people because I think it's going to be bad. I just assume that what I create will be bad. I don't want to do that to myself. Like, I matter more to me than to sell myself short like that. I think it's so hard for me to admit because I have all of these fears and anxieties about things going wrong. I can't just even try them out. I was never able to do things creatively in the first place because I was so afraid of me messing up. Like, I couldn't even do it. Like, I couldn't take an art class in high school or college because I was like, well, whatever I do is gonna be bad anyways. But, like, this realization is so daunting because I realize how mean I am to myself. And I thought I was at this point of, like, self-love, but I think it's because my perception of self-love is very shallow. My own perception of self-love is very shallow. I accepted how I looked because obviously everyone else, I had issues with my appearance in the past. I don't really care about this now. I don't have effects from that. But I think in most other aspects in my life have been so neglected. I haven't really thought of how damaging I am to myself in that regard. My chicken nuggets. So I don't know. I guess this is just me saying that this is the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh, and now looking in your eyes. This is the start of my journey to be nicer to myself and allow myself to make things, even if I don't think they're good. I should just make them anyways, because who cares? If it's bad or good, at least it's out there. At least I, like, let myself do something and not held myself back because I think it's gonna be bad. Oh, so what? Just let it happen. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. Because either way, even if nothing comes from it, at least I put it out there and experienced it for myself. Like, not even for anyone else. For myself, I'm glad that I experienced it. I'm like manifesting right now. I'm trying to manifest. Also, yes, I'm eating ketchup with my chicken nuggets. And if you got a problem, that's fine, whatever. I understand, you know. Any experience is worth experiencing if you want to. If you want to do it, you should just do it. Of course, like, I'm talking about, like, within your means, if you're able to. Existing too real for me. If that's really existential, it's because I am. I am existential at my... Oh my god. You scared me. I thought I was here alone. my own house. Apparently, you're here too. I mean, let's make the best of it, I guess. It's still me. I promise I'm not catfishing you. They really put us through a doozy back there, huh? Yeah, that one was rough to get through, to say the least. I talk so much. I also never realized how many times I say like, so that's also something we're gonna be working with ourselves as well. Yeah, there were a lot of moments that I didn't even know what I was trying to say. I didn't even know what I was talking about, so I tried to make it make sense. This really put into perspective how much planning goes into making YouTube videos, because stream of consciousness filming is not something that works for me. It is not something that will work for me. I talk too much, and I do not even take a breath in between sentences. Getting through that and letting myself take time to think of things, hell no, she doesn't do that. She continuously speaks, honey. But cool girl Gracie is here to save the day and give us some more context and understanding of what we just watched. So let's have a little introspective moment, shall we? This was very interesting to film and very interesting to edit and very interesting to experience altogether. It's something brand new for me. It's something that still makes me uncomfortable, but I'm kind of just putting myself in it for the sake of myself. I have wanted to do this for as long as I can remember, for as long as I had access to internet and was on YouTube. The concept of filming videos and posting them online has been so intriguing to me and has always been something that I've wanted to do. This is the time. Now is the time. I learned how to edit, which I included a little clip of back there. This is kind of just an introduction to what I want to do. This is definitely not the kind of video I'm going to be doing all the time. Maybe not ever again, for my own sake. I want to focus more on things that I'm really passionate about. So movies, for example, will probably be a big part of this experiment, we'll call it. I'm extremely passionate about movies. It's always something I have opinions about. I'm constantly watching them, so this feels like a good space to kind of share those thoughts and opinions I have about movies. Please do stick around to see where this goes, because it's going to be a fun journey regardless of where we end up and how we get there. Please let me know, engage with me if you liked it. If you didn't like it, shit, just tell me what you thought about it. I really would love to know. I would love to have you along for the ride. I'm excited to continue doing this, and I really do feel passionate about this. So please enjoy what's to come, and I hope you stick around and enjoyed my rambling on forever.